Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. This is Mandarin Gaming and this is the Outer Worlds and we are in Edgewater Town and let's see what tasks we have. If I remembered how I see that journal task. Small grave matter, collect Conrad's gravesite fees, collect Ludwig's gravesite fees, collect Phyllis' gravesite fees, and collect Abernathy's gravesite fees. And as far as I remember, Conrad is somewhere at the entrance of... yeah. What's this?
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Barber shop. Uh-oh, how do I make this task? Under the main task. Oh, double click. Okay. Letter from Phyllis. Conrad. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company is going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't try it back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special sign next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. Isn't it dangerous just to leave very important items laying like this? Fish stick. I don't want to steal things. At least at this stage of the game. Who are you? Space's Choice card. And someone unknown. Okay, let's talk to you, Conrad. Sadik? Sadik? Sadik.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Oh, why is everyone so against my outfit? I am liking it. Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures?
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Prepare my remains for what? Exactly, what's interment?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Speaking of burials, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. with my apologies.
What's IOU?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Persuade one. What about Eugene's gold teeth? Persuade.
You know about Eugene? How?
Because you left your stuff just open to everybody to see. I found a note about Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You're going to have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Ah, that's clever. IOU. Okay. Goodbye. Bye, Conrad. Thank you for your services. Actually, should I change a haircut or something? No, I just started. Let's explore the town for a bit. So I discovered Emerald Vale General Store. Well, hello, Julius Moreau.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
I need to fix a ship.
You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery.
Thank you. I've got some questions for you.
Go right ahead.
What's your take on this place?
What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
Blister on my ass is prettier than Edgewater.
If loving the place I work makes me crazy, then haul me off for mandatory re-education. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed?
Was there?
Go right ahead.
Anyone I should watch out for?
Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
Thanks. Anyone else?
I'd keep a few paces between myself and Miss Holcomb, the town mechanic, since her dear father left the workforce. No ill intent in her, mind. Just a queer sort, restless, scatterbrained, inclined to do first and think after, if you take my meaning.
Interesting. That everyone I should know about?
Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kemp. I advise against stepping foot in her drinking establishment altogether. Word is, they're gonna replace her with an auto-mechanical barkeep. She's, what's the word? Obsolete. You don't want to associate yourself with that kind of person.
Never mind. Goodbye. Spacer's Choice Cantina discovered.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to, where am I again?
Uh, I've been asking myself the same question. Edgewater.
Edgewater, jewel of the Vale. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? Productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive.
I think you've had a little too much to drink. Shouldn't you be working?
Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet?
Oh yeah. You were injured?
Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
You sound like you need a surgeon.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
I'll leave you be. Nice meeting you, Winslow. Can I play piano? No. What's this? Jeweled ring. Am I ready to steal yet, or I'm still pretending to be good? I remember correctly, I can sleep here. Nice. There was something somewhere hidden. Maybe it will appear only after I was told that it's hidden there. Yeah, I remember just that, like that there is a toilet and it was hidden somewhere close to it. Maybe that was a different game. I'm lost. Ooh, nice. Fresh air and all that.
Spacer's Choice takes care of its own.
I don't know you.
Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable.
Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Would have fooled me. All I see are a bunch of drunken slopes and one ugly. Come on, she's not ugly, she's very pretty. No. Let's try to be charming.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles.
I do.
Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
But what's this about deserters?
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Just felt like chatting.
Go ahead.
So what's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Fair enough. I don't remember which level of persuade I am. Let's try this.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
She reminds me of that girl in the motel from Schitt's Creek. What's her name? It's been a while. Perception. So you had a dream of being a scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G?
Science 5. Asking questions is the foundation of science. The best scientist asks too many. Let's try to use Science 5.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful. What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses
true.
don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out.
Byzantium. That's how you pronounce it in English. It's for the story.
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours.
Of course.
So, what's your story?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
That right? Prove it.
The greatest scientist stranded me on this planet with no way out other than a broken down ship.
Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you.
Haha.
I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
What if I told you I just got shot into space by a crazy scientist? I just told you that now.
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
Everything has its price. I'm not joking, my skateboard landed in the hills on top of a guy.
Look, I don't know what you're blathering about. If you took a blow to your skull, you really should settle down with some 0G. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning.
Perception. It almost sounds like you're afraid to go outside. There was something else I wanted to ask you. Let's try this.
Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that.
I think it's a mistake living your life on everyone else's terms. I suppose we've all got to do our jobs. Well, yeah, that's like something like a clever thing to say, but life is life, and like this sounds like a mix between the US and the USSR. And sometimes you just cannot do what you want to do. So.
And be satisfied with our lot in life. I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
I should go. Oh yeah, yes, it's here. I can pick it up. I cannot open it, okay. But is it either open or hack, or it's both? No, it's both. Okay. So this is barbershop, this is cantina, this is general store.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry, I don't want to be near you either. So this is where Vika is located, and I remember that he was a pretty interesting guy.
Just keep working.
Like the characters in this game are incredibly awesome.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats.
There is one thing that I'm upset about in this game. Is that I cannot collect these mushrooms. This is Sultana factory. This is where I can find Ludwig Miller, so let's try and find him. I remember that he will give me a task. Maybe I'm wrong. So it was day and suddenly it's night. Edgewater landing pad discovered. Hey Ludwig, don't go away, wait for me.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me, you owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Cool. What are you babbling about?
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. So tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Persuade 5 proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
With cartridge 75. What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Got a question for you?
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
I'll let you be. I'm surprised that robot was alone, because I remember that actually I was attacked here. Maybe it wasn't here. I really need to forget everything that I played on Switch, because it confuses me. Okay, so I think that I collected everything that I could, and I remember I saw a door and I want to go in there and see what's in here. Nice. Can I read those notes? No. Another pistol. I can sleep there. Salt tuna, tarmagon cheese. We are having a beer. What's that? Oh, I think that's volcano. I was wondering what was that smoke. I thought that maybe there was another landing pad, landing something that was damaged, and I could snoop around there. Hey, Ludwig. Hold on.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
Yeah, I found this bundle stashed away there.
What? All by yourself? I could have sworn I hid that bundle safe from prying eyes. Give it here. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds like fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
What do you expect I'll find down there?
I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Perception. Edgewater is in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
I was supposed to get one of those logic modules.
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
Clever.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Thank you, Ludwig. Woohoo! Level up, level 3. Oh yeah, it was night, now it's day. Let's see. One-handed melee. Should I have 10 points? So let's upgrade melee. Ranged. I just don't usually use this. I don't know. Should I try and use this? I don't know. Dialogue. Stealth. I want to be able to hack and lockpick, so that's important. And tech. And 1 to leadership. Okay, I'm done. Yep. Time dilation location hits. You have unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies in different locations during TTD maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hits to the chest produce different effects when using different weapons. Okay. Combat dialogue abilities. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. I don't have any perks yet, yeah. Oh, good.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Yeah, so this is Cantina, right, and this is wanted, I don't know how to pronounce this name, Gilliam and Trim. Wanted Gilliam, Gil and Trim. The Species Choice Department of Retirement, a writ of execution effective immediately for Gilliam and Trim from a Species Choice Associate Mechanic terminated from his position and escorted from Edgewater on grounds of unauthorized use of adrenochrome. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, theft and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Generous bounty payment on delivery. Must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Race for details. So that was Gilliam Antrim or Gilliam Antrim. This is Bertie Cotton. I guess something like Bertie Cotton from the Spaces blah blah blah. Wanted for destruction of company property. Yeah, it's all the same. Oh, that's more interesting. So, former Space's Choice physician condemned on charges of derelicting of duty disappeared from Edgewater with 2 parcels of adrenochrome at large and dangerous.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
I know how you feel.
So I don't want to sign up for that.
Wish we had some better rations.
We should keep our voices down.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Hi, Martin.
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Handguns 1. Wave your gun. Hand over all your beats.
Please don't kill me. I still gotta pay my gravesite fees. Wait a second. I heard marauders don't talk much. You can talk just fine. Mr. Thompson send you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Perception, you want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Exactly. I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
Should put a sign over your door or something, or at least cover your mouth.
And become the town pariah? I'm already the oldest worker in town. I don't need to give him another reason to avoid me. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't you? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast, I've got some questions.
I'll do what I can.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself? I assume there are guards.
I tried medicating myself with adrenochrome. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick. That's horrible. Yeah.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I assume there are guards?
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
What can you tell me about those marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
Okay, I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
Yeah, why not?
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
So, let's collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment.
We're taking awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be. And
You're
the
making a
last
mistake
one?
working for Abernathy.
Oh, I remember you.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Oh, sure. Medical 5, he's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychomotic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
So that's why you want to get those illegal drugs for yourself.
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it, you need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
And the last one, who was that? Phyllis Granger.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
Maintenance division. I think that, yeah, workbench. I want to repair my... I don't have sufficient weapon parts. I need 10 of them. Let's break down something. Yeah, let's break down this. And do I want to break down lead pistol as well, or am I okay? Should I keep it? No, I don't want to break this down. This is like my story. So let's repair. Yeah. Tinker. You have not yet unlocked your ability to tinker. Upgrade your science skill to tinker. Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. I think. Come on. There is just some stuff lying around that I can pick up. Is that use terminal? I don't remember what that is about. Trouble ticket, priority, failure of main cannery production line at heat processing, status open, priority executive, startup production line according to schedule S4670A1A. Observe processing of cans, follow first batch to heat processing stage, one or more loud poppy noises, smoke, smell of burnt salt tuna, overheat klaxon on monitor 6, Flames jet from exhaust parts, automatic shutdown. AG loaded serial failure on startup. Another trouble ticket. Filled by Ludwig Miller. Look northwise. Side look northwise. Blasted useless translator. Near scrap pile. Could be northeast from town, I guess. Observed mechanical. Clanking a bottle. Menacing like see it. It's right there. Exit. Nice. Is there anything else that I can... Let's stop now. Okay. Oh. To exit. Right. Can I use this something? No. Bypass shunt. Good. Anything else that I can just pick up and use for my own good? No, it's too early for me to go there yet. Let's find...
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Oh,
Just
really?
between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of the salt tuna.
You moron.
For Wilson. So the last one is located in this building, I guess. Remember that I spent ages looking for the last person, and as of now I still don't remember where I found them. Oh, here they are.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing you are the foreman. Gravesite fees I'm here to collect for women. Why all those trades and professions and jobs are always very sexist and
Foreman
gendered?
Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Gravesite fees I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Don't worry. These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
That's Eugene.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
That's an awful thing to say. Must be tough losing family. I'll let you get back to your work. Yeah, remember that I read that letter that she wrote to... Let me try and remember his name. The barber's name. Silas? No, Silas was the grave master. I really have bad memory when it comes to names.
Eugene wasn't family.
That's an awful thing to say about a closest relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Vandalism? How did you have to clean bits of him off the box?
First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would have we? You didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
What about his teeth? Okay, let's go back to Silas. Probably. Still dehydrated water tablets? What's that? Anyone saw it? No. Nicopad. Use terminal. Logs. Notice the Edgewater Saltuna Canyon facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Note to schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and or supervisor. Be considerate towards other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. Read if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with your local vicar. Sit. So I think that I should return to Silas first. Before I... Vending machines. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hex skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with associated faction or hex skill of 40 or higher. Cool. Don't want to do anything here yet. I think that I need to go back to Silas and close this task first, and then I will continue exploring the town and talking to the vicar. And the rest.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Oh, I want to go there. And next time I will be doing exploration.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
He actually looks older than Martin Abernathy, so I don't know what he was talking about, that he was the oldest resident of the town. Hey, about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
Nope. I'm all done, paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Pure sweet. I went out of my way for you. Abernathy was trying to hide his old illness. But a question for you. Should I, Spacer's choice reputation increased. Okay. Should I, what's the word? Rattle off? Rattle on? Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness. Is it good or is it bad? Does it matter if it's good or is it bad? Let's do that. Let's see what consequences it will have.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Yeah, isn't that why you wanted me to collect his fees?
I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Yeah. Persuade 6, I went out of my way for you. Let me ask you about something else.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Maybe now? I was hoping for something more tangible. Exactly.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Bit cartridges are money. Got a question for you?
Yeah?
Have you ever heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the Aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
The Hope isn't a rumor, it's real, I'm living proof.
Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
I don't understand. They said the colony was expecting us.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Where's the trouble in asking a question?
Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
Let's change the subject.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
You first, you know about him?
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
His solid gold teeth could be worth something if you pulled them out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away, vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Yeah, see you around. Your reputation with faction has changed. If enemies are hostile, but your reputation blah blah, I haven't had time to read that. I read fast, but I read fast when I read silently. It's actually a good exercise from my reading, pronunciation and everything else. It's just generally. Okay, well I think that's it for this part. Next time I want to do more exploring in this town, and I want to go see the vicar. Remember that he was quite a character. I don't remember exactly what he was about, but remember that I enjoyed having that character in the game. It's not often that you see... I lost the church, the vicary. How do you call that thing? In this game at least.
Another day at the
Here
cannery.
it is. Remember that I enjoyed having
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
that character in game. I thought that it was pretty neat. And I think that yeah, let's end this part right here. See you next time. Beautiful. See you next time. Have a nice day, have a nice time, have a nice everything that you can have, including light bulbs. Bye bye, bye bye bye.